Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's a beautiful day here in Wisconsin, but unfortunately winter is getting way too close. So I feel like taking the C4 Corvette Grand Sport out for a ride, and you know what? Of course, I want to bring you all with me. I got a little something I want to show you, so stay tuned. So before we get started with that, I went through the car, checked the oil, checked the coolant. Still got to check the tire pressures. But other than that, it's pretty cold here in Wisconsin. We've been down to 20 degrees. It's about 50 today. So I think I'm going to leave the top off. Just wanted to make sure everything was good to go. It's been a couple weeks since I've taken it out for a ride. But I want to get out there. I want to take a couple drives before they start salting the roads out here in Wisconsin. Up north, they've already started. So looks like time is going to be short here to enjoy the Grand Sport here for this year until winter sets in here. So how we're going to do this is I actually got something new. I picked up this guy. And what this is a wearable camera that you can wear on your head. Now, I know that I've got a couple GoPros, but they're kind of bulky. I saw this was on sale for Black Friday. Seemed like a pretty good deal. I watched a couple reviews. It is the Ordro, I forgot it, I think it's the EP7 or something like that. But anyways, I think it's their newest model. It's 4K, it's wearable, it's real small, it's real simple. So we're gonna do a first person drive in the Grand Sport today, and we're gonna give this a shot, see how it goes. I think I'm gonna start with the top off there. It's a little chilly, might not last too long. But hey, it's Wisconsin, that's what we deal with. So I'm gonna pop this baby on, try and do it with one hand here. It's probably gonna look ridiculous, but hey, we don't do this to impress anybody, do we? So, don't often wear a hat like this, but it seems to be with the bill in the back that it helps hold this camera on better, but it's kind of like wearing a pair of glasses in reverse. I did do some tests on it, and unfortunately it does look like the edge of my glasses get in the way, so we may or may not switch those out and see how it goes. But anyways, fashionable. So, but this is for you guys. We're gonna give this a shot and see how it goes. So I'm gonna switch over to this guy now. All right, guys, here we are. We are currently now running on the first person point of view. So I'm gonna set this down in the Corvette. And real quick, if you guys are interested in this camera, I'm going to put a link to Amazon on there. And so this is interesting. I know I've kind of tested it. Unfortunately, my glasses here sometimes do show up in the frame, so I might edit that out if I can. So I did switch out to my glasses that are a little bit thinner. Should work better. So it does come with this. I haven't hooked it up yet, but this is supposed to be a remote control that you put on your wrist, and then obviously you can record, stop record, and everything without having to come up here and click on the camera. So that is pretty cool, but we're going to give this a shot today, and we're going to see how it goes, do a first-person perspective on driving the Corvette. Of course, engine's looking real nice, as you guys can see. She was a little dusty, but cleaned her up. So let's give this thing a shot, and let's see how it goes. So first things first, of course, is we have to close the hood on the Corvette. So, and for those of you that don't know the trick here, is get it to about here, and then let it go. And most of the time, as you can see over there, it's not popped in. So let's try that one more time. There we go. A little bit higher this time. Hold it about here, and there it is. So there's it clips in here and clips in on the other side. I know a lot of times people close it, then you see it flopping around over there. But also, we can't get out until we do this. Doors opening up, and here we go. Starts like a charm every time. Of course, you can't drive a car like this without doing the shifter wiggle. So adjust this down. Alright guys, so here we are. We are taking a nice leisurely drive through a little town nearby where I live called Greendale. Of course, I'm not gonna start in my driveway and reveal exactly where I live. That would not be a smart thing to do. So, but this is the historic little town of Greendale. So I figure we can take a nice little slow stroll through here since I do have the top off. And it is a little chilly. I am cranking the heat right now because it will get chilly in here. So, and I will try to not talk over this whole video. You guys can just enjoy the ride with me. So. Alright, so we're going to take a ride through the park here. It's about 25 miles an hour. Not going to be anything super fantastic driving wise, but just an opportunity to talk with you guys. And you know, I know a lot of you that are watching this channel obviously either either own Corvettes or love Corvettes. I don't think you'd be watching this other. Well, there are a couple of you out there that just like to like to make nasty comments all the time, but hey, it is what it is. We all have our trolls, right? But it's hard to describe the feeling of driving a Corvette. So watching videos, and stuff like that, it doesn't really do any justice. You have to actually be in the car and stuff like that. But I picked up this camera just to see, I figured, especially with cars in general, not just Corvettes, obviously, but there are a lot of purposes with YouTube making videos that having a first-person point of view could actually come in handy. So I figured I'd give this camera a shot and see how, just see if I could bring some new content. And I know that videos of people doing first-person drives and stuff like that, that usually seems to do pretty well. So I'm going to give that a shot here, obviously, and we'll see how it is. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. This isn't going to be me doing any crazy driving or racing or anything like that, but we are well at the end of autumn here in Wisconsin, and but right now the only thing we have is green grass. Trees are missing all the leaves. Snow hasn't fallen yet, although it has snowed. We just haven't had any snow accumulate, I guess, if you want to say. So still a beautiful time in Wisconsin, even if it is a little bit chilly. But like I said, down here we got 49 degrees. I think it was high about like 52 today. So just a nice day to take a drive before we're not going to be able to drive this thing anymore up here in Wisconsin. So one thing they do here every year in this park is they put up a bunch of Christmas decorations and that, and I didn't used to live out here, but obviously after we moved I discovered it, and I didn't check it out last year, but it might be something we'll have to do together. So alright, there we go. So they're putting a lot of lights out, and a bunch of inflatables, and not to get political or anything like that, but with all the waste that the government does with their tax dollars, something to actually make the holidays a little bit brighter, I'm all for that. Obviously, they're making a little light tunnel here. That's pretty cool. Oops, wrong gear. for those of you in the comments that are going to sit here and criticize how I use the different gears and that, I like to put it in different gears just to let it drive in those gears every once in a while. I mean, 6 is right there. That is so low. I rarely ever use it, but it's nice to use the gears every once in a while just to make sure everything's working the way it should. It was in 6, now I'll go back into 3rd. Now to 4th. I just like to get through the gears. I know they're not the proper times to use them, okay? I believe it said this was Lake Danoon, but not 100% sure. So I know Wisconsin gets a bad rap here, but most of the year, I mean, I know we don't get super warm here, and our winters pretty much suck. But when you get between those times of year, this is actually a very beautiful and really nice and comfortable place to live. Just unfortunately, we get very, very long, dreary winters, and spend about 6 months with the sky looking like this, and that's not appealing to a lot of people. But we also don't get like 3-4 months of 100-degree weather with humidity that's 100% basically. We do get a muggy summer a lot of the times, but it only lasts a couple months, and then the rest of the year is pretty, I guess temperate, if you want to say, mild. Spend most of the year in Wisconsin between the temperatures of probably like 30 and 60 degrees, but other than that, it's not too bad. That is a very green car. Well, guys, there you have it. I mean, starting to get on the edge of darkness here, and I think I'm going to wrap up this drive. This is a kind of a pretty area. It's a little bit slower, so I figured it'd give me an opportunity to talk to you guys a little bit without much wind noise going by and everything. But yeah, this is pre-winter in Wisconsin, and just wanted to get the Grand Sport out for possibly its last drive of 2021. So, all right, I'm going. As you guys know, once the salt hits the ground, that's it. It's not getting taken out. So far, we haven't had that happen yet, and the snow hasn't accumulated. We had a couple little sleety snowstorms and stuff like that, but nothing too major yet. So I'm thankful. We got through all of November without a snowstorm. A couple years ago, we had a blizzard, and that blizzard that canceled Halloween, basically. So we're doing a lot better than we were. Actually, that was in 2019, and then so this year's been so far so good. The longer we go without snow, it makes me a little more concerned that we're going to have a rough winter. But hey, that is what it is. But just figured I'd get you guys to tag along with me on this one, try out this new camera, first person perspective. I hope you guys enjoyed it so far. So thanks for going along on the ride with me. All right, guys, before I wrap up the video here, I know most of you probably don't care about this, but I just wanted to show you real quick. So this is the camera that I was using. It's the Ordro EP7. I will put a link on Amazon. It's neat. It's not the greatest camera in the world. Obviously, as you saw in the video, sometimes the high wind can really mess up the microphone, but for the money, it was good, and I can definitely see using this for a lot of videos in the future and stuff, just getting that first person perspective. It fit me perfectly fine. I was just going to show you what else it came with. As I did kind of show in the video, this of course is the wrist remote control, and it's pretty simple. You just hit the buttons and tells the camera what to start doing. So it's pretty simple. I mean, it's pretty cheap, just a little rubber band. It clips together, and it does the job. So I did not use it in the video, but I'm sure this will come in handy at some point in time in the future. And it came with this case, and to be honest with you, the case doesn't really make a lot of sense, because unfortunately you have to take the camera was sitting in here, and you have to take all the pieces apart to make it fit, which is kind of weird, because as the whole thing is together, it is almost the size of the case. You figure if they would have made the case just a little bit bigger, you could just put it in, assembled, and you wouldn't have to mess around with that. But it also did come with this little plastic thing here that you can put that remote control in there and kind of turn it into a lanyard. It also came with an SD card, which was nice, and it wasn't like some cheap generic looking SD card. It also came with a multi-reader, so you can put all sorts of different SIM cards, and not SIM cards, but SD cards and whatever, you know what it is. So and then it also came with a little one of these microfiber things to clean the lens, and of course advertising and a user manual. So I don't know, it's I just thought it'd be something a little bit different to do on the channel here, get that first person perspective on some stuff. I'm sure I will find many uses for this in the future. So if any of you are interested in picking one of these up for your channel or for your own personal fun use, I will put the link in the description below. All right, guys, it's time to wrap up this video. So as is in true fashion with my channel, it took me way too long to get this video edited, and it is currently New Year's Day. So I had to redo the ending of the video because I wished you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But hey, it is what it is. Those of you that make videos, you know how this stuff goes. All of a sudden, a week or two goes by, you fall into the holidays, you just don't get the time, work needs you, and here we are. So just trying to get this video edited and uploaded and everything like that. So I'm not going to keep dragging this out. Just wanted to, say thanks for watching. Earlier in the video, it was about 50 degrees. Of course, right now we got snow on the ground. It's about 20 degrees out, and it is chilly. The Grand Sport is now parked for the winter. I've got it in nice and close over here to give us a little bit of room to use the rest of the garage. Snow blowers are out. I haven't seen this yet, but I did get my shelving up. I just have a lot of organization to do because I had to move it all from the shelves that were up in the corner onto here. I need to get some totes and stuff like that, but the garage is going to start coming together. But right now, that's enough for this video. I want to thank you all for watching. Of course, the Grand Sport's going to be sitting here for a bit, but at the rate I make videos, you probably won't even notice. But with that said, thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button twice. And of course, if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the video or subscribe to the channel. It really helps out. And if you got anything interesting to say, or you want to troll me, or whatever, I don't care. Just leave a comment below. Whatever you do, it helps the channel. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed. It is getting chilly, and yeah, that's going to do it. So Happy New Year, everybody, and we will see you real soon. All right, take care, and we'll see you in the next video.